A California teacher is suing her former employer, Bright Horizons, for religious discrimination, harassment, and retaliation after she allegedly refused to read children's books promoting same-sex marriage to children ages 1 to 5. Nelli Parisenkova joining us live right now with that, as well as Paul Jonna, her attorney. Thank you both for coming on. I appreciate that. I'm sure it's a sensitive topic to touch on here. Nelli, if I can talk to you, I believe you worked there at Bright Horizons for 4 years, caring for these young children, 5 years old and younger. If you can walk the viewers exactly through what happened, Nelli.
It's happened very quickly. And it still have the memories of how it's happened. I came to the classroom as a normal day, and I noticed that there are 12 out of 5 books had LGBTQ themes. I waited until all the children went to sleep, and I asked my lead teacher, "Can you please help me? I cannot read these books." And I asked if she can remove this for the rest of the day. And she agreed. But then later, I was called into the director's office and things unraveled very quickly. She was very upset, very angry, and told me if she didn't ask me what my story was, but she said, if you cannot celebrate with us, then maybe Bright Horizons is not a place for you to work. And I said, can I think about this? And I went to lunch, but it's quickly escalated to administrative leave.
Right, and obviously losing your position there as caring for children, and hearing this, I'm sure this is upsetting for many people watching. Paul, if I can bring you into this, in terms of legal standpoint here for Ms. Parisenkova, what can she do?
Well, fortunately, the law protects her and people of faith. Even in California, you're not required to abandon your faith to keep a job. As long as the employer can make a reasonable accommodation, they're required to. And in this case, Nelli offered several reasonable alternatives. And one of them was, we'll have another employee read these books that I find morally objectionable. And there's plenty of employees happy and willing to do that. But no, they wanted the devout Christian to read the books. They were not satisfied unless Nelli could celebrate diversity, to use their terms. So they're clearly blatantly in violation of the law. And they've been getting away with it, I think, for many years, and they need to be held accountable. I'm proud and honored to represent Nelli and hold them accountable finally in court.
Paul, I'll stay with you just for a second here. Were you surprised to get this case handed to you?
Well, the Thomas More Society, we get requests like this all the time. Unfortunately, we can't keep up with the demand, especially in California. So when this case came in, particularly how Nelli was treated, she didn't get to tell the whole story, but she was basically treated like a criminal. She was kicked on the streets in the scorching heat, told to leave that very day. Her employment benefits were terminated, all because she, in good faith, said, I can't read these books, basically promoting something that her faith teaches and the faith of many millions of Americans teaches is wrong, which is same-sex marriage. To children, by the way, a lot of them are under 1. These are little tiny kids that they're asking Nelli to basically indoctrinate with their agenda. So we found the fact pattern particularly egregious, but unfortunately we get many requests like this all the time. And Thomas More Society is handling several cases like this in California.
Yeah, wow. Nelli, if I could go back to you, would you go back to Bright Horizons if they did offer you your job back?
Not if they don't give me accommodations. No, I can't. In fact, I cannot go to any other place except Christian schools to work because they're going to have the same issue.
Yeah, you've seen adversity. I'm curious to know, have you seen any support for what you're going through, Nelli? Has someone came to your defense, obviously other than your attorney? Anyone in the community there backing you up?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. My family supports me, my friends support me, my church support me, people on Franklin Graham's Facebook support me. many people but most importantly, God supports me because it's the most important.
We'll leave it right there. I have a feeling more will support you after seeing this segment. Nelli Parisenkova joining us live with her attorney, Paul Jonna, fired for refusing to read a book for children under the age of 5. We appreciate that and sharing your story. Thank you.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
Rick.